Money is an inevitable thing in our life. I always say money is an energy. There are two very important things that one should look at when you think about the money in your life. Consciously, what a person speaks is different, but subconsciously, there can be so many blockages in the mind. But do you think it's right? Can we do that when we are on the spiritual path? Is it right to ask for money? The universe is willing to give us anything that we ask, anything that we want. The universe is there to fulfill all our desires. There are many people who would say, I earn a lot of money, but just money comes and it just goes. There are two different types of consciousness. In this life, if you have a lot of money, then learn how to enjoy that wealth, how to share it with others, how to help others, do something with it. Money is good only when it is used. Namaste. How do you relate with the money that you have? This is a very important question in any person's life, because today we all know money is an inevitable thing in our life. Whether it is paper money or coins or credit card, debit card, your bank balance or any other kind of investments, your property, your belongings, everything comes only with money. So money is something which can get us everything that we want in life, most of the things at least. Now that kind of an energy, I always say money is an energy. There are two very important things that one should look at when you think about the money in your life. One is your ability to attract sufficient money into your life, whether that is enough, whether you are able to attract enough money. And the second is, how do you relate with the money that you have in life? These two things are very, very important. Now coming to the first point, whether you are able to attract enough money into your life. Now in this subject, for this question, there are so many answers I can give you. There are so many different kinds of blockages in the minds of people. And those blockages do not allow people to attract sufficient money into their life. Although consciously, if you talk to anybody, they will say, yes, I do need money and I am doing this, I am doing that, I am going to get this money, or I hope I will get this money, or I am earning this money. So many things they may say. But at the same time, subconsciously, consciously what a person speaks is different, but subconsciously there can be so many blockages in the mind. I remember about 15 years back, I made one CD, I released one CD with a lot of affirmations to attract money. The name of the CD was just Money, Money, Money. When I released the CD, in the class I spoke about it and I told people, you can get this CD, you can listen to it and you will attract a lot of money. Nobody believed me. They said, how can a CD make us attract money? The cost of that CD was only 100 rupees those days. So they said, how can this CD make us attract money? I said, try it out and see and let me know. And many of them bought the CD, they took it home and they started listening to it every day. There was no meditation, it was just affirmations. As they started listening to it, then I started getting the feedback from many people. People came and said, I listened to it only 3 times or 4 times, they would say, and some huge money which I had totally given up. I had lent it to somebody, it was not coming back, or one person would say I had invested somewhere and something went wrong. They would say I had lost hope that I can get it back at all, but suddenly the person came and gave it to me, or suddenly this check came or something like that. They would say, how did this happen? What do those affirmations do? They break those blockages in the mind, because people have blockages, people have apprehensions about money. In our basic class, Alpha Meditation class, I talk about goals, how you can achieve your goals with Alpha Meditation. You can even attract a lot of money with Alpha Meditation, all that I speak. And in many classes, there would be people who would have come to our class for the first time. So when they listen to all this during the coffee break or lunch break, they would come to me and talk and say, Guruji, you are saying we can visualize that we have this much money or whatever we want. But do you think it's right? Can we do that when we are on the spiritual path? Is it right to ask for money? Is it not wrong to ask God for money or to ask the universe for money? So these are all the apprehensions and doubts which are there in the minds of people. These at least they talk about, but subconsciously people have so many different kinds of blockages. One lady said, I was always afraid that if I had a lot of money, I may fall sick and spend it in the hospital. So that is why all the money which she had lent to people was totally blocked. Nothing was coming back to her. She was able to identify this block in her mind only in one of our meditations called Agni Kundam. So that way, this is just an example, and there are many other examples I can give you where people have such thoughts in their subconscious mind. They are not even aware of it. The conscious mind is not aware of it. But they are unable to attract the money which is rightfully theirs also. That is what we must understand. So it is first of all important to understand whether we are able to attract the money that we should be attracting or which we want to attract. If there are any blockages in this, we should be able to identify and remove those blockages from our mind. That is most important. Once you remove those blockages and once you open your mind to the universe is willing to give us anything that we ask, anything that we want. The universe is there to fulfill all our desires, but we have to open up to it. So that is one part of money, one part of your relationship with money, which is attracting sufficient money into your life. Now the other part, once you have attracted money, whatever money is coming to you in your life, how do you relate with that money? What is your consciousness with that money? That is again a very important thing. That plays a very important role in helping you to retain that money. There are many people who would say, I earn a lot of money, but just money comes and it just goes. I don't know what I am doing with it, but I am always wanting more and more money. There is not enough money in my life, but I am earning quite a lot. So what is happening there? Money is coming into this person's life, but it is not staying with him and it is not getting spent the way he wants. So it is just running away. That is because of the way in which he relates with money, his consciousness. And when we talk about this consciousness about money, there are two different types of consciousness. One is what we call the prosperity consciousness and the other one is the poverty consciousness. What are these? This has nothing to do with the amount of money you have. Sometimes you see people who may not have much money. There may be an income, a regular salary, a monthly income, which may not be really great. But the person's consciousness is such that he is not scared of life. He is not insecure about life. He is not worried whether this flow of money will stop. He knows that the universe will continue to give him money. So with this money that he has, he develops what is called prosperity consciousness. I know one person many years back. This person was working somewhere and getting a decent salary, not a great salary, but decent salary. And one day she went and got herself through somebody from abroad. She got herself a very nice, beautiful speaker because she loves to listen to music. She got this at quite a huge, enormous price. And when her family members came to know about this, they said, look at this, how can you spend so much for a speaker? Then this lady said, see, I spend a lot of time listening to music. In the morning, at least 2 hours in the house, we have slokas running or some divine songs running. And again in the evening, I love to listen to Ilayaraja, A.R. Rahman, all my favorite songs I like to listen. So she said the house is always filled with music and it's only coming out from some kind of, small equipment or the phone, and the sound is not so good. She said, this is something which we will use for many hours every day. So I don't mind spending for this, and she got it. Now a few days later, I am talking about some 15 years back, few days later or maybe few months later, when I met her family members and we were again referring to this speaker which she had got, it was a very good one. Then her family members all were appreciating and they said, the mornings are so nice in our house because that sound is so beautiful, not like before. It is real good sound. So when we listen to those slokas, when we listen to those divine songs, it really makes us feel good. And again in the afternoon or evening when we have time, we play whatever songs we like, film songs or any melody songs, anything. And it's simply amazing, it's beautiful experience. So everybody was enjoying. So you see, that is prosperity consciousness, where you may not have all the money to buy that particular object or to do something that you want to do, but then the consciousness tells you that this much money I have and I can spend it for something which is really going to make me and my family happy. So there is no insecurity, there is no worry about money. There is this feeling that yes, I can do it, I will do it, and the universe will keep giving me money. So that is a feeling where it is not about how much money the person has, it's about how the person relates with the money that he has. That is called prosperity consciousness. And coming to poverty consciousness, I have met people, I've been to some people's houses, people who have crores and crores of money in their bank accounts, in their investments, and we know how rich they are. But when you visit their house, you are in the sitting room and they say, please take a seat. And when you look at the sofa, you don't feel like sitting on it. It's ages old, very, very old. And just one look at it, you feel that it is dirty, you don't feel like sitting on it. So what is happening is, this person has a lot of money, but that thought is not there that the house in which I live should also be maintained well, it should look good. So every day I am using these chairs, these sofas, they should all look good, they should look, I am only giving you an example. I am not saying you should go and flash your wealth, but I am saying you should enjoy the abundance that universe is showering on you. In this life, if you have a lot of money, then learn how to enjoy that wealth, how to share it with others, how to help others, do something with it. Money is good only when it is used. Money is it doesn't do anything good if you just keep it in the cupboard or in your bank account without doing anything about it. Of course, we need savings, but beyond that, beyond savings, there are so many ways in which you can make your life better with money. You can make lives of others also better with money. You can help others, you can help yourself, help your family members, make life more, I would say, enjoyable, worth living. So all that is what we mean by prosperity consciousness. And poverty consciousness is where the person has a lot of money but simply doesn't know how to live a more comfortable life or a more enjoyable life. So this consciousness has to shift, because when we talk about your relationship with money, it's not only about attracting money, it is also about how to spend money in such a way that it brings more happiness to you and to your near and dear ones. Because what is the purpose of money? There are people who earn so much money, and then finally one day when they leave this world, they have not enjoyed any of that money, they have not allowed their family members to enjoy that money. So that's not what we want. You need to shift to a consciousness level which we call the prosperity consciousness, which automatically makes you attract a lot of money and automatically also makes you live a better life, enjoy your life and enjoy that money that you have. So all this happens in our class. I got a class called Aishwaryam, where first we identify the blockages in your mind in attracting money, because that's the first thing, first step. So once you identify the blockages, we do it through a meditation, and then we have, in that meditation is called Agni Kundam. So those blockages are all burnt away. And then we also do the Aishwaryam meditation, where beautifully you feel the Aishwarya Shakti entering you, which will create that shift in consciousness. We also have the abundance meditation, which creates a total shift in consciousness from the poverty consciousness to the prosperity consciousness level. So this is how you should look at money. Money is an energy. All said and done, by itself money is nothing. It is what money can give us that gives so much value to money. So money is an energy, and one can attract that energy if you tune yourself with the universe in such a way that you are happy to attract a lot of money and you are happy to spend it in so many different ways, which can bring you a lot of happiness and also bring a lot of happiness to people around you. So when the mind works in a more expanded way, when your energy expands in all directions and moves towards the universe, nothing can stop you from attracting money and nothing can stop you from enjoying a more abundant life. So that's what our Aishwaryam class teaches. Try and join us for that class, and you will really feel that shift of consciousness taking place within you. See you there.